Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. This is Amon God. Kindly subscribe, share, and like my YouTube channel. My YouTube name is Amon God. Now, today, I want to give you 5 dangerous women to avoid by all means. 5 types of women that men need to avoid by all means. Number 1, a woman with male friends. A woman who is surrounded by so many men friends. A lot of men. A lady who is surrounded by so many male friends. As he calls them, my best friends. If you find you are dating a lady who is surrounded by a lot of men, by name of friends, my brother, you need to avoid that woman by all means. A lady whose phone list contacts men are more than women. Have you ever had a woman saying, "Oh, Mimi, by the way, I don't keep women as friends. All my friends are male. All my friends are men." My brother, those men are your replacement. So be very careful. Avoid such kind of woman. That woman is a cheat and a pathological liar. Those men are your replacement. Avoid her by all means possible. My brother, should something happen, you have a small argument with such kind of a woman, boom, she's gone to our male friends. Those are your replacements. Those guys, they will replace you in a heartbeat. And more than often, you find that she has replaced you while you are still married or in a relationship. That woman is a cheat. There's no another way I can call it. That woman is a cheat and a pathological liar. Believe it or not, you will find out when maybe it is too late. But in your early courtship, in your early relationships, when you're starting dating, if you find a woman has a lot of male friends, they call her, "Hey, where are you? Let's have a cup of coffee. Let's go somewhere and have lunch. Let's go have dinner." All our dates, ni wanaume, they're just only men. My brother, I can tell you for free, you will learn in a hard way. Just be careful and avoid the lady like you can avoid cancer if you have an opportunity to. So don't be a victim. And again, you may realize when it is too late. When you find your woman is hanging out with a lot of men, she says, "Oh, let's go clubbing." When she goes clubbing, it's men who comes and picks her up in the name of friends. Wherever men have parties, she's invited in the name of friends. Co-workers, nowadays they say, "Oh, they're my friends," or "they're co-workers," or "we're in the same chama," and all these shenanigans that you hear women talk. And try to confront that kind of woman. Say, "You know what? I don't like this behavior of you, interacting and doing everything associating with men. Honestly, it makes me feel weird and jealousy." You know what the lady will tell you? She look at you straight on your eye, straight in your eye, and ask you a question. "So you don't trust me?" She look you straight in your eyes and say, "So you don't trust me?" When you hear such a kind of questions, my brother, you need to give it a preservation. You need to think twice. And I'm telling you, if you take time, time tells everything. If you take your time, you'll come to realize that what I'm telling you today, I have nothing against women, because my mother is a woman, and the mother of my children is also a woman. So I cannot talk ill of them. But I've seen a trend that is going on nowadays. Nowadays, men, when they have a party, let's say like Friday nights, they are going to a friend and they are going to have a party. Say are drinking wine, whatever. champagne, whatever. They are like 6 men. They call these so-called women friends and tell them, hey, we're going this Friday night, we'll be partying in so-and-so's house. Do you know a girl that you can come with? And then this girl will invite another one. This girl will invite another one. When they go there, my brother, believe me, they will end up misbehaving. Believe me. So when you come across a woman who tells you that all my interactions ni wanaume, because, and they have reasons as to why they keep men as friends. They'll tell you, you know what, men hawana mambo mingi. Men hawana mambo mingi, hawana vitu mingi, hawana vituko mingi kama wanawake. You know, wanawake, you can't trust them. Some of them will tell you, you know, an enemy of a woman is a woman, which is true. I don't deny. I don't know, because I don't know what you've gone through and I don't know your experience. But I can assure you, my brother, when it is too late, you come to realize and agree with me that when you see a woman keeping company of so many men, be it married or single, believe me, that girl or that woman, or if it's your wife, my brother, she needs to cut them down and change. You know, when you get married or when you get into a relationship, there's some behaviors that your partner doesn't want you to engage in. And if you're in love, if you truly love that person, you will avoid those behaviors by all means. What makes you or what makes your partner uncomfortable is something that you can do without. So do away with it. Number one, here, my brother, a woman who is surrounded by so many men, whom she calls my friends. When I have a problem, they give me a shoulder to lean on. Which problem, my brother? Maybe when you are having an argument or a friction in a relationship, she has a shoulder to lean on. So why does she need you, my brother? Believe me, such a lady is a cheat. There's no way I can call it. That lady is a cheat and a pathological liar. Believe me, my brother, I've talked to a few. I've interacted to a few, and I know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about all of them, but a good number or a majority of women. That's what they do. Don't be fooled that these are my friends. That when you have a little misunderstanding, she picks the phone, calls her best friend, who is a man like you, my brother. Now she says, you know what, I'm not going to spend a night here. Let me go spend a night somewhere in my friend's house. That is a man. That's a male friend that is going to spend a night there. My brother, what would they do there? They'll be talking about how to do hair, how to do nails, or how to iron clothes. They're going to discuss you, and my brother, will get solace in the arms of that guy. Believe me, they are trying to keep so many men so that they can confuse you, that you will not even notice who is going out with. But my brother, let me tell you something here. Such women, avoid them if you want to live long and live a good life. Especially those men who know uko na wivu yenye inaweza mesa nyoka ikiwa mzima. My brother, avoid such kind of women. Don't be fooled by beauty. Don't be fooled by the curves, by what they have they are behind. Hair and everything, my brother. Don't be fooled by their nice legs. Think twice. Nowadays, relationships imekuwa kama pandika pandua. Yani, you meet somebody in the morning, you are in good terms, you are high, you go do your thing. In the evening, she's not there, she's with your friend. And sometimes it's with your father or your brother or your uncle. Nowadays, things are tricky, my brother, I can tell you for free. Things are tricky. And in tricky situations, we need trick solutions. So be very, very careful, my brother. If you know you are a jealous person that you can swallow the entire snake or the entire crocodile alive, my brother, avoid such women by all means possible if you can. Number two, a woman who doesn't take instructions and directions from you, my brother. A lady who cannot take directions, who cannot take corrections, a woman that you cannot correct, a woman you cannot guide, a woman you cannot give directions. Avoid such kind of women, my brother. Avoid them. That is, she cannot take instructions from you. That is a very arrogant woman. She will ruin your life. Please avoid her by all means possible. A woman, when she does a mistake, you can't correct them. Or she does a straight and you won't leave. Or, I could have married so and so. Now I could have been in a relationship with so and so. I gave you this opportunity and you are just, misusing it. My brother. A woman has to be submissive to her husband. It's biblical. A woman has to submit to her husband. And there's no perfect human beings. We all make mistakes. Day in, day out. When you make mistakes and you cannot be corrected, and you cannot take instructions from your husband, who is the head of the home. By the way, I don't know why women make these things so difficult. A man is in charge of you. A man is in charge of a woman. He is your boss. He is the person whom you should take orders and directions from. I'm not saying in a bad way, but again, let me put it as this. Let me put it politely. When you love someone, my brother, whether they insult you, they give you directions, they correct you, you will not take it in a bad way. But when you don't feel someone, maybe you love that person because of money, because of their calves, because of their legs, because of their smile, whichever the case. My brother, if the woman cannot take instruction from you in an early stages of your relationship, don't end up into marriage, my brother. Because marriage is a sanctuary of forgiveness, where mistakes are bound to happen, left, right, center. Remember, you are two imperfect people coming together to make things work. In short, marriage or in all our relations, it's a work in progress. There's nothing set on a silver platter. It's things that are really set to happen. It's like you open an account. So if you open an account, my brother, you deposit as you withdraw, because you cannot withdraw what you have not deposited. But again, my brother, don't withdraw more than you deposit, because at the end of the day, the account will be empty. There will be nothing to withdraw. So marriage is like that. You have to reciprocate, so that if someone does something to you, you have to do it back. And as well as when you make mistakes, when you are being corrected in a polite way. There's a way that you can correct someone. Very politely and humbly. But if you correct your spouse in private, and she does not take that. There are women who say, I cannot take crap from a man. So anything you say is crap. When you're trying to correct her, it's crap. When you try to say, I want us to go this direction, that is crap. When you hear a woman talking like that, she is a very arrogant woman, my brother. She's very arrogant, rude, stubborn, a woman to be avoided by all circumstances possible. I know when I'm saying this, I've seen a few, and I know for sure there are some arrogant women out here. So many of them. So if you are dating, or if you are in a relationship, or if you are in a marriage with such kind of woman, my brother, ask God to change that woman, because if you are there to stay, my brother, your life may be shortened. But if you want God to ask God to give you the grace to live with such kind of a woman that you cannot advise, a woman who will not take advice, a woman that you cannot correct when she's wrong, a woman that cannot take directions from you. I wonder why women submit to pastors in churches. When you go to our churches, women are so submissive. Women are so submissive and obedient in church. They can submit to the elders in the church. They can submit to everybody everybody else but their husband. There are such kind of women who are so loyal, obedient, very submissive in church. It's biblical. A woman must be submissive to their husband. You cannot submit to the authority of everybody else but your husbands. You should submit and respect the authority of your husband. There are women who don't respect their husbands. My brother, if a woman cannot take direction from you, she cannot be corrected, then that woman does not respect you. And above all, I want to talk to women. All men want is to be respected. But again, there's a difference between fear and respect. We earn respect, but you cannot demand for respect. You can't force a woman to respect you. Maybe she has reasons as to why she can't. And there are some women who feel men and women are equal. Male and female are equal. We are in the 21st century. We are not in 1940s, 1840s. This is a new era with new stuff. So this is a digital era. So guess what? We are equal. Husband and wife, men and women are equal. When you have a woman with such kind of attitude and mentality, my brother, avoid her by all means if you want to live a good life. Number 3, a woman who constantly disrespects you, my brother. A woman who always puts you down. Everything you say, she shoots down. You start giving her advice. Before you finish, she knows what you are going to say, she interjects. You tell her, you know what? I don't want us to go this direction. Then she goes there to provoke you. My brother, if you want your days to be longer in this world, marry a woman who is obedient, submissive, and respectful. A woman who respects you. A woman who can submit genuinely and unconditionally to you. That is a woman. I will ask all men, if you have such kind of woman in a relationship, or if you are in marriage with such kind of woman, my brother, cherish that woman, give a high five, and my brother, that's a woman to keep. Okay? That woman, a woman who constantly disrespects you. You talk to her today, she changes a few minutes, in the evening, she goes back to a normal routine of disrespecting you. She doesn't belong in your life. Such kind of woman does not belong in your life. Avoid her and drop her immediately. And thank me later, my brother. Number 4, a woman who wants you for your ads. A woman who does not add any value to your life. A woman who wants you for what you have, for your money. A woman who adds no value to your life. A woman who is a liability to you. A woman who's not an asset. Do you know why I say a woman who's not an asset? I don't want a woman to work like a donkey, but a woman who will stand behind you, my brother. A woman who will uplift your spirit. In whatever you do, a woman who will be a cheerleader. A woman who will cheer you all the way up. They say, not me, but they start saying that behind a successful man stands a strong woman. What kind of woman is that? It's a woman who supports you, respects you, who really will do all within her powers to support you and make sure that you grow. A lot of women will tell me, you know what? Wanaume wa siku hizi, if you wasukume wafaulu maishani, then watatafuta wasichana wengine wa kusahau. I don't deny anything because I've never been in such a situation. But if you've been, maybe you have reasons as to why you say so. But more than often, that is the problem in marriage. You cannot go into a marriage with opinions, with open windows, saying that, if I do this in this relationship, or he'll end up, dropping me and taking another woman. How sure are you? Push him. Let him be successful. Then we'll be able to talk. That woman who wants you for your money, my brother, and adds no value. She is a financial vampire and a parasite. She will ruin your life. Avoid such kind of women by all means possible. That woman is a financial parasite vampire, call it. My brother, and there's another video that I'll make that will specifically address the issue of marriage. Who is a beneficiary of marriage? Who benefits from marriage? My brother, if you cannot invest when you're young, don't expect to invest when you're 60, 70. Because at that point, you are willing to work, you are mentally mature. But my brother, your body is worn down. There's some things you do when you're young, and when you get that age, there's some stuff you can't do. Now, let me ask you a question, my brother here. Have you seen your uncles or relatives who have grown-up children who are living in Nairobi or in some towns or outside the country? When they come home, they give their mother 100,000 sacredly. And when they are together with the father and the mother, they call the mother, they give mom 10,000, and then they give you 5,000 or 3,000. They give her father 5,000. A mother has pocketed how many? 100,000 in sacred, 10,000 in your presence, and you get 5,000. And yet, you are the head of the family. My brother, as men, we need to be enlightened. Women are major beneficiaries of marriage. My brother, when you start questioning your wife, why are my children giving you money this on this and that? You know what the children will do? They'll come and take their mother, leave you in a village, suffering there alone. They'll take their mother. So, my brother, if you did not invest something that will cater for your needs, when we get old, we will live a miserable life. We will be miserable. Or I'm asking you, my brothers, let's wake up earlier before it is too late. So a woman who is there for financial gain, my brother, avoid that woman. If you're already married to that kind of woman, evaluate yourself. And evaluate your life, evaluate your future, evaluate your tomorrow. See where you will be. All I'm asking, I'm not saying this with a bad blood about women. Women are good. But there is a woman in the Bible who advised his son, a king, he told my brother, my son. A woman advising who? The son. This woman told the son, don't waste your time and money in women and sex. That's what the woman advised. This is a woman advising her son. Now, my brother, you tell me you are not a woman. But I know you've seen a few. This is a mother advising the son. And you're here telling me you are smarter than women. I doubt it, but guess what? My brother, let's seek wisdom from God. And the Bible says, tukae na wanawake na akili. That is the Bible. The good book says, tukae na wanawake na akili. What does that mean? In everything you do in a woman's life, usiwache akili yako nyuma. Carry it with you, my brother. I have heard a lot of women say men don't think using their head. Men have two heads. So there is a head that is specifically when men are talking to women, they think through. Sio kichwa ya akili. So hiyo sijui, but it's what I've heard people say. A lot of people say that wanaume wako na vichwa mbili. Lakini wakati wanaongea na mwanamke, kuna ile kichwa wanatumia yenye ambaye haiwapeleki vizuri. Something that can be controlled. My brother, we are not animals. Let's be sober. In everything you do, the good book says you must be sober. You must sober up before you make any major decisions. If somebody is there for financial gain, my brother, I can tell you for free, there are some things that money cannot buy. Love is one of them. But it can bring love. Another lady told me that money cannot buy love, but money can bring love. Then I asked her, how does it bring love? Say there are a lot of people who are married because of money. They never loved the man they married to. But with the time, with the money, with the time, they turned around and loved the man. I don't know how true that is because we cannot scan people's hearts. And the question I want to ask is that, God forbid, I will want hiyo pesa itoke, yaani hiyo pesa ishi huyo mwanaume, na nione kweli initially hukumpenda, lakini ulipenda pesa, ukaingia kwa hiyo ndoa, ukampenda, you fell in love while in that relationship. What dropped you in that place is money. Na nikwambia ukweli, my brother, the moment that money is out of equation, so is that woman. Believe me. You cannot be fooled eti amekupenda au ameingia kwa anakupenda, Esaisi anakupenda because anakuita sweet words for nothing, my brother. Tafuta pesa. If you have such kind of woman in your life, tafuta pesa. Na ukiona umelemewa, unaenda kuanguka ukufe, my brother, inua mikono juu, in surrender and say, you know what? I loved you and I wanted us to have a relationship, to keep this, but where imefika, I don't think I can handle it anymore. My brother, kill that relationship and save your life. Don't die in a relationship trying to please or making someone happy. My brother, kuna watu wengine you can never make them happy. No matter how much you do, it's never enough for them. You buy an underwear today, saying thank you, baby. Tomorrow she'll tell you you've not bought me the handkerchief. You buy a handkerchief, tomorrow she'll tell you, you know what? I wanted some lotion. You've not bought me good lotion. You've not bought me perfumes. I'm not saying it's only women who have such kind of behavior, but I'm saying human beings. And today I'm specifically talking about women. I'm addressing men. The women, they need to avoid. My brother, kama unajua pesa yako ni ya kutafuta na bidii, na pesa utafutwa na pesa utunzwa. Pesa haisa ingine unless ufanye kazi. Lakini ukiona bibi yako ama your girlfriend pesa huku kule, she's there for financial gain, my brother, work hard, multiply the money. Otherwise, utalilia kwa choo. Number 5, an angry and a bitter woman. You know, there are some women who are so angry and bitter with their lives. I don't know with what. There are people who are just bitter, completely bitter with their lives. Now, such a woman, my brother, avoid her and walk away. She will never give you peace of mind, and your heart will be in trouble 24/7. If you happen to come across a woman, if you are in a relationship, if you are dating or you are married to someone, a woman who's angry and bitter, my brother, that woman, leave her alone. She can never give you peace of mind. And you know what? In a relationship or in marriage, that's where you find peace and harmony. But you cannot get it from an angry woman and a bitter woman. So avoid such women by all means possible if you can. You know, sometimes when people are in love, I try to tell them these things, they don't listen. And then they come to realize when it's too late, they come and say, oh, you know what, Sam, you were right. You said this, my brother, you were right. I wish I could have listened to you earlier. My brother, time tells everything. People say time heals. Take time to understand your partner. While you are courting or dating, and again, I'm not denying, there is a lot of people who pretend so well while you are dating. There are people who pretend so well that you believe God has answered your prayer. God has created an angel just for you. Have you ever dated a lady? Mpaka unajiuliza huyu alikuwa wapi miaka yote, sincerely speaking. This is a God-sent angel. Have you ever been in such a situation? And then if so, you know what I'm talking about. Wait until you get into a relationship. Then the bitterness, the anger starts coming out, explodes unnecessary attitudes. And my brother, you will not enjoy that relationship, nor will you enjoy your marriage. My brother, an angry person who's angry, I don't know, and bitter. There are people who are bitter for life. And you can never do anything to change them. You can talk to them as much as you want. You can do everything right. And there's something I said before. Being a good person is like being a goalkeeper. No matter how many goals you save, people will remember the one that you missed. You did a wonderful job saving more than 10 goals, but human beings will remember the one that you missed. What am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say, you can do everything right. 1 to 100, excellent, excellent. You failed 1, and you've not even failed, you got 40. My brother, that's what human beings will remember. But let me advise you, my brother, and tell you, service to humanity is service to God. In this life, no one is perfect. And no one is right. And we in life, we learn every day. Listen to each and every person. Whoever wants to speak to you, my brother, if you have time, listen, take time. You may pick 1 or 2, 3 things from anybody. Be it a young person, be it an elderly person, you will learn something. But again, I'm not saying that, like most people say, the people with gray hair have wisdom. Let me remind you, even fools get old. You cannot tell me when somebody who's been a fool all through, now that they're old, they'll be suddenly turned to be wise. So be very careful. But if you are married to an angry woman, my brother, before it's too late, evaluate yourself, evaluate your life, evaluate your relationship. See where you will be in the next 5, 10 years. You know, you need to live a happy life. I have a lot of men. That's why you see a lot of men married to bitter women, angry women. That's why you see men languishing in bars. Somebody leaves work. Instead of going home, they don't want to face their wives or their girlfriends. They go to a bar. They get comfort in a bar so that when they come home drunk, their wives are asleep and the children. Then you tell me, my brother, what kind of relationship is that? How long will you be in such a relationship? How long will you hide behind bars, behind liquor stores, behind clubs, so that you always go home when your wife is asleep and wake up very early in the morning when it's asleep and you go to work? How long will you keep on doing what you do? Get peace at home. If you are in a relationship, you've worked so hard at work. My brother, you've seen it all. You've had a very hectic day. Where do you go to get comfort? Sit you home or you go to liquor stores or clubs? That's a question I leave men to answer. I've seen a lot of men tell me, eti mwanaume siwezi kaa kwa nyumba siku mzima tukiangaliana na bibi yangu. So mimi nimekuja kwa bani kunywa, lazima mwanaume atoke. Then there's another lady who works in a nice bank. That lady told me that bwana yangu akikaa kwa nyumba during holidays, akae kwa nyumba siku mzima ama Sundays, hata mimi ninatoa pesa nimwambie enda usalimie wase wengine, enda utembelee wase wengine. The question I wanted to ask this man, if your wife gives you money, akwambie toka uende kutembelea wase wengine, what is this that she wants to do that she can't do while you are there? Ni nini hiyo unanifukuza na hapo ni kwangu? I'm home once a week, 7 days. Just one day I'm in the house and I'm a bother to you. And there's a problem. What is this that you want to do that you can't do while I'm here? It's a question. And a lot of men pick the money from their wives, boom, and they go. Now, that tells me that this woman is happy when you're not home. And my brothers, let me help you today. Learn how to live with your wife in these early stages. And if you can't, think twice. Because children will come and go. And when children go, you'll be left alone with your wife in that house. The question I want to ask you, mutaishi aje? How would you live? Now the children, you will not live your children's life, nor will they live yours. They will grow and move out and be independent. And they will live they start defending for themselves. Now you'll be left in the house, you and your wife. Now you can't live together with your wife in the same house for one day. Remember, you are retired, you are old, your wife is old, you are in the house. There's nowhere you're going. How are you gonna live? Mutaishi aje? Hebu fikiria. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. My YouTube name, as always, is always Sam Ongoro. Kindly subscribe, share, and like. For those who have subscribed, thank you so very much. And those who are about to, may God bless you. Till next time, see you in my next video. May God bless you. And bye-bye.